Hi everybody, good morning. If you have practiced with me before, welcome back. And if you're new here, hello. Today it is rainy out. I am just getting over a bit of a cold. And so I want to find some movement, but I'm just not really ready to get out of bed yet. So I'm just gonna do a 10-minute wake up stretch that you can do seated in bed or wherever's comfortable for you to help get my day started off right. So thanks for joining me. I am going to use a pillow today, so if you're doing this practice on your bed and have one, that's great. If not, that is all right too. But I am going to start by taking a pillow and doing a bit of a forward fold, but really bending my knees here. Tucking the pillow in between my legs and my chest and just folding over for a really gentle fold to start. Have your head resting to one side. It's going to be a pretty intense stretch, especially in the morning. So as you can see, my knees are really bent. Maybe begin to straighten them as you sit here, stretching along the back side, body, through your neck. Just begin to pay attention to your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Extending them, breathing into any sensations that you're feeling through your hamstrings, your neck, your back. Just be here for another moment. In this resting position that's also working to wake up the backside of our bodies. As we're here, try to put aside any thoughts that you might have for what your day will bring you later on. And instead just focus on now, on your body, stretching, and your breath. Let's take one deep breath here together, inhaling fully through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. You can slowly rise up to a seated position. Put your pillow aside if you were using one. Come to find a comfortable seat. Continuing focusing on our breath, our inhales and our exhales here. So maybe begin to open up through your neck, rocking it side to side, forward and back, paying attention to what you need this morning. Some mornings I wake up and my neck is really tight, and others it feels looser. So maybe take some head circles one way, then the other. Or just drop one ear down to one shoulder at a time. Opening up through whatever parts of your neck feel like they need it this morning. On your next inhale, come back to neutral, and let's find some shoulder movement, rolling them forward. Nice and slow to start. And then backwards, forward, up, and back. Nice, big, slow movements to start opening up through the shoulders and your chest. Making sure we are finding length through our spine still as we begin to wake up, really rooting down through our sits bones, pulling up, reaching through the crown of our heads. Awesome. So now I'm going to bring my hands beside me so you can see, and find a bit of a chest shoulder opening here with a slight back bend. So place your hands behind you, press into the surface below you, and lift up and open through your chest. I feel this down through my shoulders, a little bit into my forearms as well. Make sure we're not collapsing into our sits bones here. We're really lifting up. You can drop your head back if that feels comfortable for you, or leave it neutral. Let's just take 2 deep breaths here together. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling, opening through the chest, and exhaling our hands all the way forward, sliding them along the surface beneath you for a slight rounding in our spine. Our hands extended in front of us. Again, I feel this a bit through my armpits actually. Let's take 2 deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling to sink into this stretch. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, we'll slide our arms back and find this opening position for this variation of a seated cat-cow. And begin to move with our breath, sliding our palms along the surface beneath us, exhaling forward, and inhaling to open through the chest. Go at your own pace here, sinking movement and breath. My back just cracked. Finding gentle stretching and opening through our spine. Great, after our next exhale, we can meet in a neutral spine, seated up tall again. And let's find some circles with our upper body to begin to work into our hips. Forward and around one direction. Stretching into all of these creaks and cracks we may have early in the morning. And then if you're seated cross-legged, switch the cross of your feet and start going the other direction, waking up our hips. We'll find a neutral spine, seated upright together. Now let's extend our palms forward, our arms straight out. Stretch through our fingertips. And then exhale to open. Inhale deeply here. And exhale to drop the palms. We'll flow a little bit with our arms here. Inhaling to lengthen through our spine. Exhaling to push our hands forward. Inhaling to open, stretch through the fingertips, open through the chest. And exhale to drop. Inhale. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, drop. One more time, inhale. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, open, full body morning stretch. And exhale, drop. This time as we inhale our arms forward, we'll stay here and just find some wrist movements, maybe knocking them up and down. I don't know if you can hear all these cracks. Or circling them one way and the other. And then on inhale, open your arms out wide again. Stay here for just another round of breath. Keep moving your wrists, really extend through the fingertips, open through the chest. And then drop the left hand, lift the right arm up for a side body stretch. If you're really open, you can drop down to your forearm or you can stay up on your palm. Try to pull your ribs back to open up through your chest here as well. So we don't want to be crunched over. I want to find an opening before we continue on with Rosworde. And then back to center, extending out wide. And drop the right palm, lean over towards the right, lengthening through our left side body. again. If you're finding that you're hunched, try to find openness here by rotating your ribs up and back. Finding space between your right ear and your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Arms nice, stretched out. And then we'll rotate towards the left. Right palm, left knee to find a gentle twist. Your gaze can look over your left shoulder if you're beginning to feel more open. Release any tension you might be holding in your shoulders. Drop them away from your ears. So we inhale to find length and exhale to deepen our twist. Inhale back to center. And twist to the right. This time, noticing if there's tension anywhere else in your body, not just our shoulders, but throughout our face, hips, legs, toes. Release that as we inhale to find length and exhale to twist deeper. Let's inhale back to center, open our arms out wide one more time. And then one more full body stretch as we wake up, any way that feels good to you. And release everything with an exhale. The last thing that we'll do here together this morning is extend our legs out long. You can keep your knees bent still if your hamstrings are still pretty tight like mine are. Place the palms next to you to find Dandasana, seated position. We'll just work through our ankles a little bit, pointing and flexing them, giving our feet a little love before they carry us on throughout the rest of our day. You can find some ankle circles if that feels good. One way and the other. Getting up all of our cracks. Great, when you feel good there, we can come back to a seat to close the practice together with a couple of breaths. If there's any other stretches you feel you need in your body, now is a great time to do it. So we just take stock of what we feel like today and what we want to carry forward with us as we continue on with our days. So let's take a deep breath together, inhaling our arms up high and exhaling our palms to heart center. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll take one more deep breath together, maybe inhaling an intention for your day. And exhaling to release. Wonderful. I feel nice and stretched, much more open and awake than I did before. I hope that you do as well. And I wish you the best of days. Bye.